I'm Jose Gonzalez, and today I'd like to share with you the findings for an improvement study on reforming student discipline policies in elementary schools. I'll begin by describing the problem of practice, which motivated the study, to the relevant research. I'll then describe the organizational context. Next, I'll discuss the assumed knowledge, motivation, and organizational influences upon the study's stakeholder of focus. Lastly, I'll present the study's methodology, findings, and recommendations. Currently, U.S. school discipline policies remain largely reactionary and punitive, with most consequences being the loss of privileges, suspensions, and expulsions. In 2011, 6.5 million students were suspended, and this is predominantly disproportionate for Black students and Latino students, with Black students being 3 times more likely and Latino students being 2 times more likely to be suspended than their white counterparts. In California alone, Black students make up only 5% of the state's population, but account for 16% of the state's overall suspensions. The organization I studied is Venceremos Academies, also known as just Venceremos. Its mission is to prepare all students for the challenges of higher education, demonstrate high academic achievement, and critically apply thinking skills to make sense of their role within their culture and society. As a school in 2016, the school had 8 total suspensions, but in 2017, there was 10 additional suspensions with a total of 18. The current school-wide behavior system is seen on the right of the screen. A clip chart system. As students show great behavior, they clip up, earning incentives and prizes as they move up. And as students show inappropriate behavior, they move down, with consequences getting worse as the students clip down. Once they go down to the bottom, they are sent to the office with an office discipline referral. Teachers receive a 1-2 hour training on this system in the summer for the duration of their teaching career at Venceremos Academies. In order to provide some focus for this study, there was an organizational goal. Venceremos Academy's flagship site's goal is that by June 2020, the school will reduce office discipline referrals by 80%. The stakeholder group of focus is Venceremos flagship site's teachers, kinder through 5th grade, because that's the grades that use the clip chart system. Therefore, the stakeholder goal is, by May 2020, Venceremos Academy's flagship teachers will effectively implement the school-wide behavior management system with fidelity. The conceptual framework for this study was built upon the Clerk and Estes Knowledge, Motivation, and Organizational Framework, or KMO, which was used to conduct a modified gap analysis. The assumed influences upon the teacher at Venceremos Academies were procedural, teachers know how to implement the system; metacognitive, teachers are able to reflect on the effective implementation; motivational gaps included utility value. Do teachers find the system effective? It also included self-efficacies. Do teachers believe in their effective implementation and their capabilities of effectively implementing the system? The organizational influences focus primarily on setting, professional development, and coaching on the behavior management system and behavior management. The methodology of this dissertation took a qualitative approach, with a semi-structured interviews for 9 out of 12 teachers. The interview protocol was used to ask 9 teachers about their ideals surrounding their knowledge, motivation regarding the use of the school-wide behavior management system. Questions were also used to gauge current organizational practices in regards to the current clip chart system. The study revealed interesting findings. In terms of knowledge, teachers did not possess the procedural knowledge and did not know how to implement the system, nor know when to implement the system. Metacognitive knowledge was present in teachers because they were able to reflect on their effectiveness of the implementation of the system. To all teachers, effectiveness meant consistency of the system's use. There was a gap in motivation because findings reveal that teachers do not believe in the effectiveness of the system because of two distinct perceptions. The system is punitive, and the system does not improve student behaviors. Teachers also possessed low self efficacy because of two major reasons: not knowing how to implement the system and knowing they do not implement the system consistently. These findings are significant because they already show the interactions of the influences between knowledge and motivation. In terms of organizational influences, teachers mentioned not receiving continuous professional development or coaching on behavior management. In terms of PD specifically, teachers felt a need of practice, a need for rationale of the use of the system, and examples of past successes. In terms of what they need in terms of coaching, teachers identified real time coaching being the most effective way to improve in their behavior management skills, and consistent and continuous classroom observations by trained stakeholders. In order to close the gaps identified through the findings, the recommendation is to develop a professional development program which includes behavior management coaching in the organization's current coaching model. To close knowledge gaps, there is a need to provide trainings to teachers specifically on how to and when to implement the behavior management plan. Within this program and in this training, there would include specific scenarios and role plays. To close the motivation gaps, the materials and examples used during the program and training will include past successes and specific examples of improved student behaviors from the past. To increase self efficacy, the training and coaching will include practical exercises that get increasingly difficult with facilitator feedback so teachers know how they're doing and how they're improving. I sincerely thank you for all your support and guidance throughout this process. I welcome every and all questions and recommendations to improve the study and the dissertation, and I very much look forward to hearing your feedback, learning from you, and making this a better project. Thank you so much.